Hello, welcome. My name is Elise and I'm a certified yoga instructor, and I'm working with Zesty Fitness to help you reach your fitness and mental goals. So we want to focus on our health, and throughout this class we're going to be doing a Vinyasa yoga flow for advanced students. So this is an advanced class, but if you're an intermediate student as well, there will be variations and different tips and tricks to help you so that you feel comfortable in this class as well. So for beginners, we have other videos on Zesty Fitness that would be better suited. And throughout this class, we're going to be going through some different advanced poses and really working through a power Vinyasa yoga flow targeted towards the core and abdominal muscles. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and find a comfortable spot, whether that's on your yoga mat or somewhere comfortable and quiet within your home. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and begin. So to start, let's go ahead and come up into a tabletop position. And we're just gonna start by slowly warming up the body, going through some cat and cow stretches. So together, let's inhale, arching the spine, lifting it all the way up as we tuck the chin. And exhale, sinking that spine down and lifting the chin, gazing forward and up. Inhale, arching that spine all the way back up, making sure to tuck the neck here. And exhale, sinking down and lifting the head. So we're going to continue this at your own pace as we inhale, lifting the spine, and when you exhale, lowering down into cow. When you're ready, let's go ahead and we're gonna rotate that spine. So we're gonna go ahead and make circular motions here. Let's go towards the left as we begin inhaling towards the left side, reaching all the way up, arching that spine back into cat, and exhale, moving the spine over to the right and lowering down as you lift that neck into cow. So again, inhale to the left, exhale, sinking down to the right, making a circular motion. Inhale left, and exhale right. One more time this time, let's go to the right side. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, dropping the body towards that left side of the body, lifting the chin here. Inhale to the right, and exhale, sinking down to the left. From here, let's go ahead and sit back onto those heels. We're gonna come into our child's pose, stretching out the arms in front of us. Let's go ahead and thread the needle here. So let's inhale, lifting up that left arm, gazing towards the fingertips, and exhale, threading that hand through all the way across to the right side of the body. Sinking the head back down here, resting into this stretch. Inhale, lifting that left arm all the way back up, and exhale to release it down on the mat in front of us. This time, let's inhale, we're gonna lift up that right arm, gazing towards the fingertips, and exhale, threading it underneath that left arm, bringing it flat across, resting your head here on the mat, taking a deep breath out. And inhale, lifting that arm all the way back up, stretching it here. Exhale to release back down onto the mat into our child's pose. From here, you can make small circular motions with the hips. Starting slowly, going to either side. Inhale, let's push all the way up into that tabletop, and exhale, let's sink down forward, pushing up as we inhale into a Cobra Asana. Breathing here, you want to keep those elbows in close to the body, slightly bent, making sure that the glutes aren't being engaged here. Exhale, and inhale, pushing up into an upward facing dog. Let's come back to that downward facing dog, breathing here. Go ahead and walk the dog, pedaling out our feet. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and inhale, coming up into a three-legged downward facing dog, lifting that left leg all the way up. And exhale, we're gonna bring it to the outside of that left knee. Coming all the way back up. Exhale, back to that knee. Inhaling here. Exhale to release back up. This time, let's go ahead and bring it to the left wrist. All the way to the outside of the wrist. Sinking back up. One more time, bringing that knee towards the wrist, making sure to engage the core here, holding it. And exhale, releasing all the way back up into that three-legged downward facing dog. Now this time, let's go ahead and bring the right arm. We're gonna bring it to that right elbow. Exhale, sinking back up. Inhale, bringing it back to that right elbow, holding here. Pushing back to that three-legged downward facing dog. Now this time, let's go to that right wrist. Holding here. Exhale, back up. One more time, let's go to that wrist. And this time you can drop that knee down, coming into a pigeon pose. Inhaling here, stretching out that spine. And exhale, releasing down onto your forearms. Breathing through this pigeon asana. We're just gonna stretch out the hips here. Continuing to breathe, and with each breath, sinking deeper into the stretch. Inhale, let's come up onto those fingertips, walking back to the center. From here, we can come into our king pigeon pose. So let's go ahead and lift up that back right leg, and reaching with the right hand, let's go ahead and reach towards that foot, stretching it in here as we inhale, and exhale to release that leg gently back down onto the mat. Returning to center here. Let's go ahead and tuck that back toes, and we're gonna inhale up into a plank, and exhale into that three-legged dog. Inhale, stretching a bit deeper here, and exhale to release. Now this time, let's go ahead and inhale. We're gonna lift up the right leg this time, and you know what to do. We're gonna bring it all the way in towards that elbow, coming towards the right elbow. Exhale to release. Inhale, engaging that core. We're coming back to that elbow. And exhale, back up to release. Now, if you're ready, we're going to come over to that right wrist this time. Back up. Engaging the core back to that wrist. Let's hold it here. And pushing back up into that three-legged dog. Now from here, we're going to go over to the left side. Bringing it diagonally across our body. Let's go towards that left elbow, holding here. Exhale, releasing back up to that three-legged dog. Inhale over to that elbow. Exhale back to our dog. Now this time we're going to bring it all the way to that left wrist. Inhale, holding here, engaging the core. Exhale to release. And one last time, we're going to bring it all the way over towards that wrist. And exhale to drop that knee down. We're going to come into our pigeon pose on the right side. So from here, inhale, arching that spine just slightly. And exhale, sinking down onto our forearms into our pigeon pose. Just taking long, deep breaths here. You can stretch your arms out to lie the chest out flat if you'd like a deeper stretch throughout this pose. Just reconnecting to the body with each breath. Inhale, let's go ahead and lift up onto those fingertips, coming back to center. We're going to come into our king pigeon pose, lifting up that back left leg and reaching with the left hand. Going to reach towards that foot. Inhale, pulling it in closer. And exhale to release that foot back down onto the mat. Returning to center here. I'm going to tuck those back toes here on the left foot And inhale, pushing up into a plank. I'm gonna exhale, sinking into that three-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, stretching a bit deeper. And exhale to release back onto the mat. From here, let's inhale, gazing towards those fingertips. We're gonna walk our feet to meet our hands here on the mat, sinking down deeper into this stretch. Just breathing here, you can come into a big toe stretch, looping those index and middle fingers underneath the big toes of either foot here. Just breathing here, reconnecting and sinking into the body in your natural breath. Finding your natural rhythm. Inhale, pushing up onto those fingertips. Let's gaze forward like Surya Namaskara. And exhale, sinking down deeper, reaching here, really trying to get a deeper stretch. Inhale, back onto those fingertips, gazing forward. This time, let's lift onto those tips of the toes. And exhale, sinking down here. From here, we can come into our crow pose. So we're gonna go ahead and put those palms down flat on the mat in front of us. You wanna put a wide stance between your fingertips, keeping them spread apart here. We're gonna inhale, lifting up off of the mat, and exhale, sinking the weight onto those fingertips here, balancing in our crow pose. So once you're ready, let's go ahead and come up into that pose, holding as long as feels comfortable for you, making sure to maintain the balance by engaging the core, finding a point in front of you and slightly forward. Lifting up and off of the mat. And exhale to release, sinking back down. We're gonna sit down onto our glutes in a seated position on our mats. From here, let's inhale, reaching all the way up. And exhale, sinking down, reaching towards those toes. Inhale, back into that seated position. Let's take that left leg, bring it across the right, and we're gonna spin all the way, doing a spinal rotation to the left side. So bringing that body across, gazing over that left shoulder. Breathing here. Inhale, stretching a bit deeper. And exhale, returning to center. One more time, let's inhale. We're gonna bring across that right leg this time, putting the left arm over that right thigh. We're gonna gaze over the right shoulder here, taking a long, deep breath. Inhale, stretching a bit deeper here, and exhale to release, coming back to center. From here, let's go ahead. We're gonna sink back. This time you wanna turn your body around until it's flat on the mat. So inhale here. We're gonna put our arms just to either side. And exhale, sinking down onto the mat here. Breathing here. Inhale, back up. We're gonna spin those arms around towards the left side of the body now. And exhale, sinking down onto the mat, resting the elbows down firm. Breathing here. Inhale, back up to center. From here, let's go ahead and exhale, sinking back down onto the mat here. Inhale, bringing those knees in towards our chest. We can start by making small circular motions with the hips. Slowly making larger circles with each breath, just little by little. Breathing here and connecting to the body. Starting to make larger circles now. And on the next inhale, let's switch, rotating into the other direction this time. Starting from large and bringing it back to small, tight circles. Inhale, bringing those knees in closer towards our chest. And exhale to release, lowering vertebra by vertebra, lowering those legs down to the mat. When you're ready, we're going to come up into a shoulder stand from here. So we're going to inhale, tucking those shoulders underneath our body here. Just tucking them under, allowing that arch in the spine. We're going to inhale, supporting the lower back and lifting up off of the mat. So putting the elbows down flat, we want to support that lower back here. Bringing the feet all the way up straight from our torso. So breathing here. We can bring them into our eagle pose, crossing the knees and the ankles here, bringing those knees down towards the forehead. You can release the hands and putting them behind your back here. Just breathing through this stretch. Inhale, lifting them up, and exhale to release those legs flat up into the air. Breathing here. Let's exhale, sinking those feet all the way back behind us. Reaching towards those toes, we're going to stretch here into this plow pose. Trying to meet our hands and feet together here. Continuing to breathe through this stretch. Inhale, stretching a bit further here, feeling it through the calves. And exhale to drop those knees, coming all the way around. You can wrap your hands around the inner thighs. Continuing to breathe through this stretch. Inhale, let's go ahead and place those hands on the lower back for support. And we're going to bring the legs up back into that flat shoulder stand here, raising them all the way up. And we're going to exhale and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, releasing that spine and legs all the way back down onto the mat. Slowly and controlled while engaging the core here. And once your spine is flat, continue to slowly lower those legs with the core engaged. Sinking down into our corpse pose here. Taking long, deep breaths in Shavasana. You can rest your hands onto the torso or simply lie them open by your side. When you're ready, let's inhale, lifting up. We're going to put those hands behind our back, coming up into a fish pose. So resting those hands behind us, palms flat on the mat. Let's inhale, pushing up on the heels and dropping that neck back into our fish pose to counter our shoulder stand here. Exhale, releasing back down onto the mat. Breathing here. When you're ready, let's bring those legs around and we're going to meet back into the seated position on our mats. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that you were able to benefit from this advanced Vinyasa yoga class where we focused on our core and stimulating and improving balance and engaging that core through a powerful yoga stance that makes you feel stronger and ready to take on the day. So thank you again for joining me here. And I can't wait to see you back for more classes. Namaste. Elise.